am a great believer in the work of saplings. Every child has potential and every parent believes in their child. I know that through saplings, young children at a very, very early age, they're captured, so to speak, and the potential of each child can be brought forward. I've seen young students, young pupils in saplings. I've seen them 1 year, and 12 months later, I've seen the same child. The face is brighter, the talk is coming, the play is active, and he or she wants to interact with the person talking to them. The change is immense, and it's brought about through the work of saplings.
ABA stands for Applied Behaviour Analysis. So what we look to do is individualise the education for every child. With children on the autism spectrum, you would typically find them doing too much of things like tantrum behaviour, possibly self-injury, possibly aggression. We try to reduce those behaviours. You'd also expect to see things like reduced communication, reduced social interaction, reduced play skills. So obviously we're looking to increase those kinds of behaviours.
Who paints pictures? An artist. That's great. Who plays an instrument?
I do.
A musician. Well done.
I use jazz.
Approximately 2.5 years ago, myself and Robert were housebound. Robert was an angry, aggressive, very unhappy child. And today, as I sit here with you now, it's the complete opposite. Everything has changed. Robert's a happy child, I'm a happy mum, and the difference is just, I can't tell you how much of a difference it has made to my life and Robert's and the whole family's life.
Oh, well done. You matched the drink. Good job, Buster.
It made a huge difference. I can only imagine a parent of a 3-year-old knowing what difference it would make to their life to recover, save the child maybe, and to say it's there and they just can't get it. I can't imagine what it would do to a parent, you know.
We started off with one school in Kill, but we found that an awful lot of those children were travelling huge distances in order to get to school, so we quickly realised that we needed to get schools into the communities from which the children were coming. So within 2 years we had a school open here in Rathfarnham in Dublin, and we had another school open in Kilkenny in Goresbridge. And since then we've opened schools in Mullingar, in Westmeath, and also in Carlow. So at the moment we have 5 sapling schools, which allows the children to be educated in their own communities, which is what we're looking for.
Unfortunately, at the moment we're at full capacity. We cannot take in any more new children. So what we would like to do is to extend our current capacity so that we can get out there and reach more families and offer service and provide a service to those families. And in the end, our main goal is to improve their quality of life, the quality of life for their child, and obviously then their child's prospects.
How old are you? Love to try. You are 8. How old are you?
There's a burning need for more sapling schools. It's really difficult for families if they don't get an appropriate placement for their children. I have a waiting list of over 70 children. So they're children who aren't likely to get an early place in a sapling school. So they're sitting at home getting a lot of practice in the kinds of behaviours that we'd like to see them reducing. We would have families from all over the country who are phoning us on a daily basis looking to start sapling schools in their areas because they know this kind of intensive education is the way that they will get the best outcomes for their children.
I didn't live a normal life. I can say the majority of the time, myself and Robert lived, I call it twilight. He wouldn't sleep at night, so we'd be up all hours of the night in the dark, just wandering around the house. It was like a prison for me and Robert.
He was just frustrated. He just couldn't get his point across, and he was very aggressive.
We'd be walking around and we couldn't really bring him out on a holiday in case we lost him, because he would have a temper tantrum and hit and all, and he was very violent.
It was really difficult because we couldn't really interact with him. I mean, he was violent and he scared me, he did, and you know, sometimes I'd want to give him a hug or talk to him, but he wouldn't have any of it. You know, I couldn't even take care of him, which for his older sister, that's what I wanted to do.
I really don't know how I got through those, especially the last couple of years before he started Saplings. It was just got to the stage where it was just unbearable. But happily it's different now.
Super boy, Robert, you're doing lovely working.
He was a very late starter. He was a couple of months short of being 10. We were told that he couldn't learn, that he was incapable of learning. And he's just disproved everybody.
And sharp. And you write with it. What is it?
Pencil.
A pencil. Good job. Well done, 'cause that's your new one, isn't it, Buster? Well done, Robert. High five. No. You brush your teeth at night time. Excellent job, Buster. Well done. When did you play with Dean? In the evening. Good job, mister.
You're doing well, Robert.
Before Robert, the only contact he would have with Dean would be when he'd be aggressive and he'd go over and he'd hit him. But now they'll play together, hug him, just like, I won't say normal brothers, but as near as a good relationship as they can get. Sarah as well has a great relationship with Robert.
What are you having to eat? Sausages? Chips? Which? 7-Up? 7-Up, good boy.
Since he started in Saplings, he's just a totally different child. He was totally relaxed. The aggression just disappeared.
The psychologist who assessed him would be the same guy who assessed him 2 years ago, and he sort of saw him just for the first time, and his diagnosis would have been severe childhood autism, and in that space of time the diagnosis has changed from severe to moderate, which is a huge, huge difference in the diagnosis, and that takes into everything: behaviour, communication, all his skills, life skills, everything. When I look back, had Saplings not have come along, I really don't know where myself or Robert would be today.
To call for hands of above, to lean on wouldn't be good enough for me. To call for hands of above, to lean on wouldn't be good enough. And you knew the hand of the devil. And you kept us away